want one or two timers, both of them?
Just one time.
Okay, so I'll set it at 7. Is that okay?
5 would be great.
Okay, if I set it at 5, you get 2 timers, because if
Alright.
it goes off, I always reset it for the 7 minutes.
Alright.
I've gotta know you guys aren't over the max, so
Okay.
that's why I do 2 on that one, but I'll be happy to set it at 5.
Alright.
Alright,
Okay. Well, hello. My name is Katie Blonick. I'll be just demonstrating to you how to make a pour-over cup of coffee. It's a simple brewing method that involves no electronics, which is something we've kind of became very dependent upon today, especially in the land of Bunn and Springfield. Pour-over coffee method is simple. All you need is a dripper, a mug. This is what I'm using as my mug today. You can use a gooseneck kettle, which is just a slightly fancier kettle here that's got the little gooseneck to it, and then coffee grounds here. So the pour-over method is just a quick, easy, and simple method to make a cup of coffee. Every year, Americans drink 587 cups of coffee. I am leading the charge there. I'm very dependent on my morning caffeine. And 3 times over the course of about a year, I had my coffee machine go out on me. Finally, after getting those machines replaced by the 3rd time, I decided to go online and research better method to do so. Pour over has been my way to go. You know, I actually missed one item here. This is just your pour over filter, slightly different from your standard filter because it's got the cone bottom instead of the flat. Alright, so first thing that you need to do is have your coffee grounds. I've gone ahead and ground the coffee prior to this. Normally you want to go about 10 seconds before you brew for grinding, just to ensure like the maximum freshness. Some people get really particular about their cups of coffee. I'm pretty easygoing as long as it gives me caffeine. That's the main thing. The other thing you're going to want is water at no higher than 212 degrees and then no cooler than 195 degrees. If you go too hot, that's going to scald your beans and burn them. If you go too cold, it's not going to brew properly and will take too long to extract. These beans are actually from the coffee roaster that I work at in Springfield. So Springfield is on the map. We have our own coffee roaster. It's downtown. It's called Custom Cup. And so these beans were actually roasted this morning. It's a bean that comes from Guatemala. And one of the really neat things about coffee that you can't really do with, like, say, crackers or bread is it's a lot of times single origin. So you can directly contribute to the wealth of somebody in Guatemala or Ethiopia or somewhere. A lot of coffee is grown in developing or third world countries. Just look for something that is labeled as direct trade or fair trade. Those are both methods of purchase that ensure that the farmer is getting treated properly. If you go grab a can of Folgers, it's not going to have anything like that, and there's, in all honesty, likely to be slave labor going into the production of your coffee beans. So you can also enjoy your coffee guilt-free if you just take a minute to buy something a little better. So the first step of my process, after I've already heated the water I like to go 205 degrees. You get some people who are really crazy as far as like 209.5 degrees. I'm not super particular. First thing, after you've heated the water, you're just going to give your filter just a little bit of wetness. Wetting the filter before you brew just ensures that you don't get kind of a papery taste with your coffee. That's something else that is an advantage over an electronic drip machine. You're just going straight to a dry filter with an electronic drip machine. I'm going to just pour that little excess out that ran through. I've already measured my grounds here. It's 40 grams, which is about the equivalent of 3 tablespoons. You do, instead of like a drip machine, you would normally do a medium grind. Here you would do a medium fine grind. It just has to do with the amount of time it takes to extract. Give it a little knock to level it out. Again, some people are much more intense about like it's got to be cone shaped. I just like nice level pour of the grounds there. And then the next step that you're going to do is to let the grounds bloom. So because these beans are so fresh, they've got a lot of CO2 in them because they're an organic material. So you just give it a little bit of water there. It's enough to wet the beans. Give it about 20 seconds. The beans are going to gas and release that CO2, and it just kind of makes room for the water to go through the grounds. So give it a minute. It's popped up and gassed. And then we're just going to literally pour over water. There's 22 ounces of water here to the 3 tablespoons of grounds. It comes out to about a 16 or 17 to 1 ratio of water to grounds. Again, it's all personal preference. You can play around with it and do exactly what you like. We're just continuing in circles. There's a method called chasing the darkness. As you pour more water in, it makes it lighter. You just want to keep pouring and finding the darkness. And you just let it brew through. Wait for it to drip. And then the last step that I would suggest is composting your grounds before you drink your coffee. Coffee grounds are an incredible way to add on to your garden. It's eco-friendly. The filters are compostable, so it's a nice, easy way to get rid of your mess. And then you're ready to drink your coffee. So nice, easy way to brew potentially the last coffee maker you will ever have to buy in your entire life. You can take it traveling pretty easily. You can brew directly into your cup, so you're all set. Thank you.